What up, guys? Man, we have some interesting content for you guys. We're going to have Michael Shia in, which is the founder of Zpro Lithium, and we're going to go over several different things. So we're going to be talking about, who is this professor and all of his Facebook profile photos. It looks like he's someone important in the lithium battery technology. And then we're going to go into like what inspired Michael to create Zpro, what motivated him into creating this company. And then we're going to move on to, what does cold weather do to lithium batteries and how we can maintain these lithium batteries to last for a very long time. And then we're going to go into, is it actually possible for a Zpro lithium battery to blow up in a kayak without a waterproof casing? Okay. And then we're going to go into like some components that make this battery what it is. And I have an interesting subscriber list that I actually follow that do a lot of car camping. And I know that many anglers out on tour suffer from sleep apnea, like myself, that need a CPAP machine. So I'm wondering, can Zpro batteries be charged by solar panels and possibly, help us sleep better with our sleep apnea machines using, a 12-volt 100 amp hour battery, for example? And then lastly, is there any, are we expecting any game-changing products from Zpro coming soon? So let's welcome our guest, Michael. What up, Michael? How's it going?
Cool. Thank you, Dominic. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk with you and with your audience. It's great.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
problem. I just want to kind of, I started this podcast, I don't know, I think it's been a little over a month ago.
Cool.
And so far, I use this podcast to simply just get to know more about the kayak community and build friendships along the way. And believe it or not, this is our first time interacting together via webcam.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we've talked on the phone several
That's true.
times.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is more of a like intimate, conversation that we're having right now with each
Really?
other.
Yeah. For me,
Yeah.
you're my old friend. You're one of
Yeah.
the men who I go to if I have any question about a kayak, because myself, I'm not good at. I'm a battery guy. I'm not good at fishing at all. Not to say about a kayak, but
Yeah.
if I have any questions, you are one of the guys I really want to reach out to at first. So I really appreciate everything from you, Dominic.
Yeah, no problem at all. And I do enjoy being a part of the Zpro Facebook group, the team, which gives you like direct feedback about the products, because we are Zpro. We're designed by the actual anglers, the experts, and etc. So we give you a lot of thoughtful feedback, so that way you can kind of better off Zpro as a product. But who is this professor, like on all over your Facebook photos?
My God, this gentleman is basically a legacy in battery industry. So he just turned 100 years old last
Oh,
year
wow.
in July 22nd. So he joined the World War II. So he was born in 1922. So you see how old he is, and he's
wow.
now still working. Believe it or not, he's still working, and so I worked for him for 3 years, from 2009 to 2012. He was the guy who invited me to US. He was the guy to have me work for him in UT Austin, and for 3 years. And he also was the guy who inspired me to be a better person, and to offer my knowledge, help the industry, help the people. And then that's how I ended up starting my first battery business called PhD Energy. And actually, Zpro is my second battery business, first company. And
How long have you been in the battery industry for?
oh my God, that's for me. I'm not too old, so but batteries that's about 15 years.
15
So
years.
yeah,
Wow.
okay, actually more than that. I was married for 15 years, so I was in battery industry before my marriage, so it's more than 15 years. So it's been a long time for me, like a lifetime journey or profession for me. Yeah, it's
And
been a long.
you're a battery engineer, if I'm correct,
Yes,
right?
yes, yeah. I have PhD degree on lithium battery technology. So I got my PhD in 2009, and then I came to further my research on battery technology, and
Hmm.
then we went to California for 4 years. So I started. Um, I was in South Cal for 4 years, and then
Yeah.
my own company in 2016 or 2017, and moved back to Texas for some reason,
Hmm.
like the time, time difference, family. So I moved back to
Yeah.
Texas in 2017 to start my first battery company. My first battery company is we help other companies who
Hmm.
design products on batteries, like the smartwatch, whatever. So handheld
Okay.
device, when I we call it IoT, Internet of Things. Those Most of the products now needs battery to power, right? We need
Right.
wireless, we need the cordless, and then we help them design the battery for their products, in their products, and then we are manufacturing for them. Do all this one-stop solution, one-stop battery solution. So, but my product is not household name because it's in the product. Basically, no one, the consumer will not see my name, and
Right.
so then we have great products, great technology. So I think how I can further help
Hmm.
the community, the society, and then say, okay, we can start a B2C. We call it B2C, business to
Right.
business to consumer business. That's
Hmm.
how Zpro started. Yeah. So
Nice.
yeah, go back to that gentleman. He's unbelievably great guy. So I have a few people told me that if there is one
Hmm.
perfect guy, it will be him. So he's
Nice.
humble, he's unbelievably smart, but also he's he's he does have he's very selfish.
Selfless.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she help others. Whenever you have question, whenever you reach out to him, he will stop what he's doing, no matter how busy he was, and he will talk to you. He'll help you, and he's the one who inspired me. About almost everything. So he's basically my model, and I do my best to not use his anyway, to utilize his. But I love that picture because
Hmm.
that's the picture in my first house. That's 2016. I still remember that Christmas holiday. We invite him, and then we take the
What's his
picture.
name? What's his name,
John
Michael?
John Goodenough, Professor John Goodenough, and my son
Professor
is
John
named after
Green.
him, and
Oh
his
wow.
last name is Good Enough, so that's a good enough name.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we
So
joke about.
it all started with you coming to California and working with John Goodenough.
No, kind of to you, Austin,
Austin.
Austin,
Okay.
Texas. So I was in Austin. First, I worked for him for 3 years in UT Austin, and then I left that group
Hmm.
to work in California for 4 years,
Did
and
you
then
like California or?
California is great place,
Hmm.
but it's fast paced, very fast
Yeah.
moving, right? So
Right.
the relationship between people to people is not that close, family wise. So we have to move to Texas for family
Hmm.
reasons, so I can focus my business. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, because we start. My first son was born. My son John was born here, so we have more friends at that time,
Got it.
and
So
then but
you
my
moved back for family. That's the biggest reason.
for family, so I can
Yeah.
so settle down family, so I can focus my business. So it's for both.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
awesome. I mean, that's one of the the true values of Z Pro too is that you bring that value
That's
to
it.
your company is
Yeah,
family
for
comes first.
yeah, for community, for family. For me, I'm a family man. I have 3 kids. My youngest one is only 2.5, and I put the family and personal health more important than the
Yeah.
than the job. Even though I work too hard, but still, if something happens to my family, to my personal health, or my friends' health, my employees' health, that's
Hmm.
first. That's first. That's a higher priority. So, and
And you
Z Pro is also, we build Z Pro to be community family oriented. So
definitely.
yeah, that's customer service, technical support. That's as important as our product in terms of quality and technology.
Yeah. You added one more to the family recently, right?
Yeah, my dog. So today is officially the first week. So it's the 1 week
Nice.
mark. So I just actually this afternoon I bring him to see the vet. So he's perfectly healthy. So he's very healthy and it's great. So he's whining in his crate, but he's doing perfectly. So I was the vet told me that he
Yeah.
is a great dog. He's a perfect,
He's
a
perfect,
dream
huh?
dog for him. For
Yeah.
her as a
Hmm.
vet, she said this one is a dream dog because yeah, he's only 5 months old, but
What
he's
was the
so
story?
calm.
What was the story behind it? Go
But
deeper
there's
into
no
that. Like, how did you when did you decide to get a dog and why?
I I always love dogs. Okay, I since I was a childhood a kid, I always like dogs. And when I moved to US, I tried a couple times to raise a dog, but unfortunately, my wife is not dog person.
Dog
So
person, yeah.
she's a cat person. I never had a cat before, but for her, I had a cat. But anyway,
Yeah.
so I always want to have a dog. And my kids, the two older kids, they're
Mhm.
always asking for a dog. So, and we have our second or third one for two and a
Mhm.
half. I'm joking that can we have another one, the fourth one? I know I cannot do it for whatever reason. For I know I cannot do it, but I use that as a
Yeah.
leverage. And she says, "No, we cannot. Impossible." They said, "Okay, if not, then let's get a dog." So that trick worked out perfectly. So
Nice. Good job,
yeah,
Michael. It worked
thank
out
you,
for
thank
you.
you. Yeah, sometimes you have to play the game with your next another half. I played, I tried quite a few times. This time I finally it worked, so I was quite lucky. But I tried a few times.
Nice. So
Yeah,
what
so
really motivated you to create the Z Pro Lithium company was that you wanted to create something more for the consumer versus like can you actually give us any examples of where people can find your B2B lithium products? Like can I find it in my phone? Can I find it
uh,
in one of my watches? Like did you work for any companies like
so
that?
I can tell you a few customers we have. If you go to the if you go to airport, you will go through
Mhm.
the metal detector gate, right?
Yeah.
No, that's one of the biggest name use our battery. If you
Oh,
want to
wow.
try, you can say whether you can try to see PHE battery there. So,
Mhm.
and also we do work with Fortune 500. I'm not sure I can mention the name or not because
Oh,
that's
okay. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But I think the one name I can mention is that Qualcomm is also our customer.
Oh,
So yeah,
nice.
but Qualcomm do not use our product in the final products because they use that or chipset only for prototype. So, but Qualcomm is there in San Diego, very close to you.
Nice. Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
know the stadium
yeah,
right there.
hmm
It used to be the
yeah.
Charger Stadium, I believe, until they moved to Los Angeles. All that drama.
Yeah, but for Z Pro,
Mhm.
the long story short is that I want to create something I can directly sell to the consumer.
Right.
But the logic behind that is I think quite a maybe a couple years before I really start doing Z Pro, which original
Mhm.
name is Ample Sure. So I because I know I know the industry so well, and so I know I can bring the price down
Okay.
I can bring more affordable products with better quality to our community because I know the industry and I know who make those batteries for who, well, whoever in the market, most of them, to be honest to you, and then knows that, geez, I can do better and I can sell cheaper because that's my strength. I'm proud of my background, my personal background, but also
Mhm.
I'm more proud of our value and our vision. And I'm proud of our products of technology. We know what's going on in the industry. We know who make those, and we know we can do better, and we know we can do cheaper. But we cannot compete with a dirt cheap Amazon product. We know that, but we are not. People are do not. You know,
Yeah.
kayak anglers are not looking for dirt cheap. They know battery is important. They know how reliability for the power system is so important to them. So
Yeah.
yeah, so we are.
Not just that, is just we're looking for a company that does more for the kayak community, and
Mhm.
Michael signed sponsoring several tournament organizations such as Slay Nation,
Yes. Yes.
Yakabas. You
Hmm.
sponsored Yakabas as well,
Yes.
so you're actually like giving back to the kayak community and not just expecting to kind of like get rich off of this or anything. You're actually
No,
wanting to improve the kayak community and build products that kayak anglers will respect and will have something reliable and state of the art
for
technology.
sure.
So
Yeah.
that's awesome. And you're creating some cool partnerships with content creators and everything around the world.
I was quite
Um
lucky. I was quite lucky, but the main reason
mhm,
that people, I'm a real guy, and people talk to me. They know, okay, Michael is real. Michael is serious. I'm not messing around, and so
mhm.
that's why the good guys, people refers to people like you. You refer a few people to us, and then that's why I can connect with so many great people in the industry, even though I really never, I only kayak fishing for once. Is in San Antonio, and buy a about service guide or no, a fishing guide. So and then only
Mhm.
one. So but I was surrounded by great people in this industry, so including yourself, and I was really lucky. But I do
Yeah.
need more help. And if any of you, your audience, right, to hear have some ideas about how we can, what kind of products you need, how we can improve, what kind of ideas you have about our service or whatever. You can reach
Mhm.
out to me or to my team through our website, through our Facebook page, and then we are more than open to talk to any of you.
So you think the best place for them is to join the Zpro community Facebook group?
I
That's
think
probably
that's
the
one.
best way.
Yeah, that's probably one of them. I'm not
Right.
good at building the website, so it's not
Mhm.
perfect. And but you can find our phone number, email in our website. But also, it will be really easy for you to reach out to us through the community page or from
Right.
yeah, yeah.
Or just add me on Instagram, and if you guys have any questions about the battery, just hit me up. I could always
That's
answer any
great.
questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So like let's move on a little bit. Well, do you have any interesting stories as a startup as a pro? Like when did you like build that web page, the website in the beginning, and who was like the first angler that you went to and said, "Hey, I need help, introducing myself to this kayak community," you
There are
know?
a lot of stories, and it's been only 2 years since I started this company, but I still,
Yeah.
but by that time is what ample sure. But it sounds like a long journey to me, and I talked to I reach out to so many people, for by myself, and I make some mistakes, to be honest to you, because
Mhm.
I don't know the industry, don't know the background, and so there's so many story for me. Everything is a everything I'm doing is a journey, and it's a journey. Sometimes it's short, sometimes it's long, sometimes it's challenging, sometimes it's funny, but it's a journey for me. Is a story. There's so many story. I cannot tell any particular story as that pop up in my bed, but in my head. But that's for me, this journey is by far is really wonderful. The people here are so nice. I have so many local people in Central Austin. They help me a lot to know more about what is kayak fishing, what is tournament. I never know what is tournament, to be honest to you. So
Yeah.
and that's and then to understand this is not easy. And I reach out so many people, and that's so great. I really love this community. I really love it. But so it's also a challenge because there are so many other big players in this industry, and they also have great products, great better or even better history or
Hmm.
whatever. So I said, so it's a challenge, but by far it's a great journey with a lot of story. And yeah. hmm
Competition is good. That's how we make better
For me,
products, though.
yeah, for me, I love competition. I love
Yeah.
competition because that's how we have to push ourselves to be better. To be honest with you,
Exactly.
and I always said that this market is huge. People need, they're all different needs, right? And then
Hmm.
there are so many anglers there. They were looking for different things, and I
Right.
love competition. I'm never, but I also realized that there are. So I really hope my main goal. I'm a battery guy.
Hmm.
My own passion is for people to use and happy with lithium battery. Either or not use our battery or anyone battery. If you choose a good battery, I will be happy for you, even though it's not from us. I will, if you have any question, I will more than happy to ask, even though you are not using our battery. That's only because I'm not a typical businessman, even though I'm running this business, but I'm really just a battery guy.
Yeah. Yeah,
hmm
for sure. So you're just passionate about lithium in general. You're just like, if
Yes.
you choose lithium, well, you chose a brighter.
Yeah, think about it. What do you all
Yeah.
know is
Yeah.
battery. Then what can you do? So I feel passion. I feel feel lucky, blessed to be in
Hmm.
this industry. It's so great for me.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
hmm
So I have a couple questions about the lithium batteries
Yes.
itself. So, like a biggest question for me is, does cold weather down the product? Like, does it make it does it wear down the product at all? Cold weather?
Yes. So I always compare lithium batteries, to a human
Hmm.
body. So
Yeah.
your body has a comfort zone in temperature wise, right? You really just like room temperature. You don't want to go to too high, like 100 Fahrenheit. You will feel uncomfortable, and
Right.
below whatever, below freezing temperature, you will feel uncomfortable. And the battery is almost the same way. So battery,
Okay.
if it's cold, like below freezing temperature, which is 32 Fahrenheit or 0 Celsius,
Hmm.
the battery is not good to be charged. So you
Oh,
better not
really?
charge the battery below freezing temperature.
So,
And
what is your recommendation for that? Like, let's say if there's a tournament in freezing temperature, do
mhm,
we take it inside and we charge it?
yes, yeah, it's better.
Okay.
It's much better for a few reasons to bring the indoor to charge it.
Okay.
Or if you have a heated battery, which in the battery internally the battery can heat itself
Yes.
before the charge, before you go take it to
Hmm.
any charge. That will be ideal. Otherwise, they will sacrifice, if you not kill the battery for one time or two times, but it will degrade the battery a little faster. So
Okay.
if you can bring that indoor, great. If not, but more than likely the battery will have, we call it protection, low temperature protection. It will cut off, so it will not take any charge if it's below 0 degree. See,
Oh, wow. Okay. It's
yeah, but
built
that's
in.
no problem. Yeah, but no
Right.
problem for you to use that battery, discharge the battery
Hmm.
below freezing temperature. But if it's further down, like minus 20
Yeah.
Celsius, then it will be really bad for the battery, even for discharge, not to mention the charge. The same as people have on our
Hmm.
body, we can still take a run if the temperature is zero outside. but it will be difficult for us to take any eat food on that. That's almost the same
Right.
thing. Yeah.
So you recommend definitely charge inside when there's freezing temperatures.
Yes,
And
definitely.
also, if you're not going to use your battery at all throughout the whole entire winter time, it's best to just store it inside the house.
That will help. That will help significantly.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Is there any other suggestions how to maintain the battery? Um,
So yeah, maintain the battery. If you know you will not use the battery for a long period of time, let's say 1 month and longer, so it's
mhm.
better to keep the battery at a certain level of charge. You don't want to top it. You don't want to fully charge it,
Okay.
and you also do not want to fully deplete it.
Okay.
So you charge it halfway, roughly.
Mhm.
That will be the best for long-term storage. The same as our body. You don't want to
Yeah.
be too full to for long journey, whatever. So that's it. And that's very important. That's a important one for that.
Okay.
For maintenance. But the good thing is that for lithium battery, the self discharge is pretty low. So it's
Mhm.
basically like 1 or 2% per month. So I have a few battery. It's about 2 years old, maybe 2 or 3 years old. And then I
Mhm.
put it up for some reason. It's sitting in the there, and then and now I put out the
Mhm.
battery is still maintained the same state of charge, or we call it SOC. So
Oh
lithium
wow.
battery, yeah, if you have a good quality lithium battery, you can
Mhm.
sit in there for half a year or even 1 year. The battery will not deplete too much. So charge it to a certain level. Do not top it, but
Yeah.
definitely do not deplete. And battery can sit in there for as long as you want.
All right, you guys heard it. So if you guys plan on, like, let's say it's your last trip before winter hits,
Mm,
right? You called it, it's your last trip. Make sure you deplete it at least like 50%. And then
yes.
after that trip, just store it inside for the rest of the winter until you come
Mm,
back and then
you told
recharge
it.
it.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yep. Wow, that's helpful advice because not all companies will tell you straight up, like, keep it inside when it's below freezing temps and charge it inside as well.
Yeah, Dominic, if you can ask
Mhm.
your audience about the top 5 questions they want to they have about the battery, I
Yeah,
probably will
let's see
come up
if
with a blog. I will come up with a blog or whatever. We can do another
another
episode.
podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go over the top asked questions about the battery or top concerned question or concern
right.
about a question. That would be, I know battery is can be dumb. So I won't design a
Mhm.
dumb battery. I don't want to people but to worry about the battery. I don't want people to know if you design a battery good enough, you don't
Mhm.
and the customer or the consumer, the user will not need to worry about or even to know about a battery, why how it works, why what. So like we call it BMS, battery management system. All batteries, good batteries has a solid battery management system inside. That battery management
Yeah.
system basically is the brain. They control the battery pack, and then the
Mhm.
battery pack itself is a body, is a body who do the work. And then
Yeah.
but as the BMS is quite complicated, and
Mhm.
so I really want to design some a series of battery dumb enough and reliable enough that people do not need to know what's inside it because it's quite complicated. But
Right.
on the other hand, uh, you need to educate your audience. You need to know them to know more as much as they can, so they know if something goes on or why we see failed batteries. What should I do with it? How should we treat? What's the logic behind it? Why I need to bring the battery inside? Why I need to charge it, not to fully charge it before I put it in storage? So
Yeah.
yeah, but
Right.
so yeah, so if you guys come up with a top 5 most asked questions, we can do something. I can do a blog to your channel. Say this is let's go over that.
Yeah, for sure. And if you guys that's in the live chat right now, feel free to dump, questions down there. We'll answer them while we're here, but we're just going to continue on with the show. besides all those suggestions that you had for the lithium batteries, for the Z Pro lithium batteries, do you think it's actual possible for a Z Pro lithium battery to blow up on a kayak?
So
I
that's a
mean,
tricky question.
is that a little ridiculous or no?
To some extent, yeah, it is quite ridiculous, but a question
Yeah,
because nothing is impossible.
that's
Okay,
true.
so I cannot.
Darwin's theory,
Yeah,
right?
so yeah, but you have to understand the lithium battery about the
Mhm.
chemistry. So the
Yeah.
chemistry we are using now is we call it LFP or lithium iron phosphate. So it's
Mhm.
different from the cell phone battery in chemistry wise. The cell phone chemistry, you know that you have to make it very compact, very as light as small as possible. That kind
Yep.
of chemistry is much higher in energy density than what we are using now, or that's
Oh, I
LCO
see.
or NMC than LP. So the lower energy density, the the safer it will be, and the long life. That's why lithium iron phosphate LFP has been used in the environments or in the application. You need really long life, like 10 years, 15 years, and also, you know, safe. So
I
that's
see.
one thing you have to understand about the battery, about lithium battery. That's lithium battery is a family, and what we are
Mhm.
using now is LFP. There are NMC, there are LCO. LCO is a cell phone battery. LCO, NMC is basically Tesla battery, or all
Mhm.
these 18650s, the cylindrical batteries are, most of them are NMC. And what we are using now is LFP. It's very unlikely to have explosion from LFP battery, even it's poor designed. If it's poor designed, if you want to have a LFP battery catch on fire, you have to literally do something to it. You have to whatever. So, do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
but for some, in some scenario, you will see some extreme cases about what happening in LFP
Mhm.
batteries. Like I see a picture from a well-known brand. They use a wrong cell. They use a, we call it pouch cell. Pouch cell, I don't have this in my home office.
Yeah.
A pouch cell is a battery, a cell phone type of
Battery.
battery.
Yeah.
Yeah, this soft pouch, so that's easy to swell, to expand, and
Mhm.
that will cause a deform, it will cause the battery to really pop up, to swell. So
Yeah.
that's something I really don't think is a good choice. But
Yeah.
some company using that, and I even tell the owner to say this is not the best choice, but for some reason still doing that. So you will see something.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
you will see something of this happen. But for any electric battery to catch fire is very unlikely. Not to
Mhm.
mention, we are trying to provide reliable
Yeah.
design with
Mhm.
that. So you have to choose the right chemistry, which
Mhm.
almost everyone has that, but that's only chemistry. But behind the chemistry has so many other things. One of them is a cell. What
Yeah.
kind of type of cell do you use? We do not use the cylindrical cell for our bigger battery. A cylindrical cell like your thumb, as big as your thumb. So
Mhm.
you have to use like a 12 volts 100 mAh battery. You have basically used, I did calculation, but I don't have that in mind. You have to
Yeah.
use every 200 of those cells. And only one of them fails, the whole battery pack will fail.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
What we use is we call a prismatic cell. A cell is basically as big as a book, so you use
Yeah.
only four of these cells in one 12 volts 100 mAh battery,
Mhm.
and then to see which system is more reliable. Is a 200 cell system or is a 4 cell system? So chemistry,
Mhm.
cell, and also cell has a form factor and also has a manufacturer and also grading. We call it grading. So there are so many grade A, grade B, grade C batch cells. So
Mhm.
you have to there. I don't want to say anything about other brands, but you have to make sure your cell is a grade A cell. Otherwise, after 5 years of whatever, how many years, it will degrade faster. Then you cannot deliver the the guaranteed use life to your customer, to your trust, to the customer to trust you, trust your brand. And also have
Right.
the BMS, battery management system, with a brain. You have body, you have strong body, but your brain doesn't work properly or whatever, you will
Hmm.
the body will do more damage. So
Right.
so to answer your question, anything is possible, nothing is impossible, but the chemistry people are using
Hmm.
is a good start point, AFP. But behind that, there's so many other things. So Zpro, we just want to do our best to bring the best technology, best possible technology quality to our consumers. So don't really
Yeah.
worry about that. It's very unlikely to see something happen. If you want to challenge me, you can throw my all battery into a floor, say this one catch fire, then you will probably want $1,000.
So the
Yeah.
Z Pro Lithium uses grade A cells.
Yeah, for that, with 8 year warranty, whatever, how many year warranty, you have to
Yeah.
use that. Yes.
Nice. Okay. And the BMS is the
BMS.
brain pretty much,
That's
and
it.
we also use pretty high the highest technology for the BMS as well.
Yes, yeah, that's a
Okay.
brand. That's the we have the all the protection, all this, balancing this system. That's also essential for the battery pack.
Let's see if I were to just drop my 100 amp hour on the floor right now or something.
You can
Uh,
try.
would that do anything to it?
Probably will not work. Maybe I'm not sure how high. What do you think? It should be okay, and
Yeah.
it will not. I'm guarantee will not catch fire. And if it's
Hmm.
not working, we'll warranty you because you tried. Of course, not
Maybe I should
everyone.
just try it for TikTok or something. Throw it off
Yeah,
my
do a
roof or
challenge. Let's do
something.
a challenge. Yeah, let's do a challenge to see
We should do it.
which one has the highest drop. So let's say okay, that win.
Michael, if you're gonna give me another 100 amp hour battery, I will throw it off a bridge just and record the footage and everything to see
You
what
can do
happens.
it, but if it's still working, you still have to keep the battery. You need to keep the batteries working, right?
I
You
gotta
have to damage that. You have to damage that to claim that warranty.
That would be a story. That would be a clickable thumbnail for my YouTube channel. I
Really?
dropped my
Hmm.
my Z Pro lithium battery 100 feet,
And it
in the
still works.
air.
And you have to keep it.
Still works, and I have to keep it.
Yeah, yeah. That's.
That would be interesting. We might have to
Mhm.
think about that
Let's
for
do
future
that. Yeah,
videos.
yeah,
All right, so let's move on to a different question. I was curious. I have CPAP myself. I mean, I have sleep apnea. And I
hmm
use a CPAP machine. So when I'm traveling from Airbnb to Airbnb,
hmm
it costs money. All these Airbnbs are like minimum $75 a night minimum, and that's if I'm lucky. Usually the cost will go up to $150 a night to all the way maybe $300 a night or so,
mm.
right?
Wow.
But let's say if I'm like one of the YouTube channels that I follow, they do a lot of car camping,
Mm.
and maybe want to try that out, and I want to use my CPAP machine inside my car. But let's say there's no electrical hookup. Is there a way that you could possibly have a solar panel on top of my car and charge that Z Pro battery so I can
Yeah,
use it as for a CPAP machine?
that's a great. That's a very good timing for this topic, and we will actually working on
Mm, sorry about this. We're having a little bit difficulties right now.
okay.
All right, so we
Are we
cut
back?
out a little bit. Let's
Yeah,
start over with that question.
yeah. No, yeah. So anyway, so we are currently working on bringing a very thin, very light, and flexible solar panel to the market, mainly for RV, for camping. And yes, you can use a solar panel to work with a charging controller and to charge lithium battery. Basically, you can charge any 12 volts lithium battery. Do not have to be Zpro lithium battery at all.
Mhm,
So basically, a solar panel. If you have a solar panel, but you have to get a, a charging controller, proper charging
mhm.
controller, and then connect that controller to the battery. Then the battery will be charged. So
Nice.
yeah, and in the any battery, any lithium battery will take a charge. Otherwise, it's not a good design because lithium battery,
Right.
what we have now, is designed to be able to drop replace the AGM, the SLA batteries.
Yeah. So
Hmm
when do we expect that product to come in fruition? The controller panel.
It's probably in the March timeframe. In the
March.
March, and
Okay.
yeah, we'll bring that to. Unfortunately, the solar panel is difficult to install in the kayak because of space. But
Yeah.
some boats, especially for the central console, that will be easy to install one or two solar panel. And for the golf carts and some yachts, so
Oh, okay.
those are good for solar panels. And
Oh,
we
that's
will
awesome.
probably yeah, if and also RV of course, and RV or car camping, the solar panel is flexible, it's really light, and it's also we have also foldable versions. So you can just when you park, just open that, charge it. When you finished, unpack it and put it back on your car.
Oh, wow. So I can just put it
Yeah,
right on top of my car, unfold it, put it on there. When I'm done charging, just throw it back inside the
yes,
car. How
yeah.
long would it charge? Let's say if I drain my battery to like 30% capacity, right? On the
Great.
100 amp
So
hour.
yeah, we can do the math. We can do the math. So one of the those solar panel is about 100 watt. Okay,
Hmm.
100 watt, and in reality, it's probably will get maximally 80 watt. Let's use 80 watt if you have great sun or this,
Yeah.
and then one battery is 12 volts and 100 amp hour. That's
Okay.
close to 1.2 kilowatt hour. So basically, if it's that is using one piece of solar panel to fully charge a depleted battery will take, ooh, my mind doesn't work very well. Probably 15 hours. So basically, a
15
two
hours.
two whole day. Yeah, to fully
Okay.
charge, use one solar panel to fully charge one depleted battery.
Okay.
Yeah,
What if I had two solar panels? Would that double
yeah,
the
of course, it's
speed on
double.
it?
Yeah, that will be double. So
So I'd
normally,
be able. Okay.
a RV, a medium-sized RV will put probably 4 or 6 solar panel. So they have
Oh
400
wow.
or 600 watt system, solar panel system, to charge either 2 battery or 3 battery. And yeah,
I'm wondering if it would be enough to kind of power a Zpro lithium battery, 100 amp hour for like the weekend. If it's 100% already, and I use it for my sleeping machine, right, for my sleep apnea machine, my
hmm
CPAP machine, then I deplete it maybe 50%,
yeah.
and then I hook it up to a solar panel. I'm wondering if it could last the whole weekend.
But it depends on what's the power consumption for your CPAC,
CPAPs,
right? Yeah. So
right?
I don't think CPAC is really high. It will deplete too much of your power. To answer you,
Oh
CPAC
really?
normally is quite low in power consumption. So
Oh
one
cool.
battery probably can last full 48 hours for to support your CCAP. Yeah. So, but I
Wow.
yeah well, CCAP is not high.
I should really test it out.
No,
You
you don't
know?
have to test actually. So what are you, the
Yeah.
easier way to read the menu to see what's the power consumption for your CCAP, and then
Yeah.
we probably what I will say maybe it's 50 watt, and the 50 watt you have the 1200 watt hour battery. You will use 50 1200 to divide by 50. That you
Yeah.
get 24. That's about 24-hour continuous
24
for
hours. Oh,
and
wow.
then yeah, I believe
So
you
I
only sleep
really
5 hours per
yeah,
night.
so I don't even need solar, unless I'm doing, like, a 7-day trip or something like that.
It depends, but sometimes
Yeah.
that battery is not only for your C cab. You have used the battery for other reasons, right? So
Yeah,
for your kayak,
laptop, maybe
yeah,
laptop, cell phone charges,
hmm
lighting, etcetera. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I'll
sure,
be looking forward to that controller and
yeah,
that solar
hmm
panel, because
hmm
I kinda wanna dive deeper into car camping. Probably be
Now
entertaining as
your
well.
audience will not maybe not too many audience will be interested that they're all kayak.
Maybe, but then I don't know if you had heard of a guy named Mav, but he is one of the most popular like YouTubers right now for
Okay.
car camping. He gets on
Mm,
average like 1 to 2 million views
wow.
for car camping and
Average.
truck
Average.
camping.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So I'm like, man, if he's getting that many views, maybe I need to jump into that because it kind of there's a marriage between car camping and fishing. A lot of people do it. A lot of people um like the whole community atmosphere before our tournament. So they'll do either camping, car camping, or rent an RV just for the whole entire weekend for a tournament. So I might try it out. We're gonna try it out.
Yeah. See. Yes.
We
Mhm.
have this small kayak group named Kayak Ditch Day, and we're gonna be doing a trip to Lopez Lake. So that'll be very interesting.
Mm.
So, lastly, before we end this episode, is there any other game-changing products that are going to be coming soon for Zpro Lithium?
So if not, if I'm not a battery engineer, I will say yes because
Hmm.
but if I am battery engineer, so I don't like bullshit. I don't know how to bullshit. So no,
Yeah.
unfortunately, not only not only Z Pro, but lithium. So battery is quite different. We have Moore's law, like every 18 or 2 years, you will double your performance of the electronics, right? Our computer, our cell phone. But battery is opposite way. Battery is too complicated. That's really difficult to come up with a new system. If
Hmm.
it's come up with a new system, it will take a long year to a long time, a lot of years to get into the market. Like off in our first for the whole human society, the
Hmm.
first commercialized rechargeable battery is the our car battery. We still
Yeah.
use that after 150 years. We still use that
Right. Right. Right.
daily. So
Right.
lithium battery, unfortunately, lithium battery is still young. It's still like only like
Okay.
20, 25 years. So I, as a battery engineer, I
Hmm.
I know there are so many series about different systems, but I'm pretty sure within if not 10 years, that no any other breakthrough technology will come to replace or even to challenge lithium. So unfortunately, no. But the good news is that lithium battery as a system is evolving every year 5 to 8%. So it will
Hmm.
increasing so continuously. And PHE Energy as a battery and solution technology company, we will continuously bring new technology, the state of art products to the market, to the community. So we are planning to launch a few new products, right? And we'll have like our cranking battery. We'll have the 12 volts, 160 amp hour battery in one Group 31 case. So we will also have a few other designs which is still in planning.
Nice.
Yeah, so unfortunately, it's no breakthrough, nothing breakthrough.
Right.
Otherwise, I will be another Elon Musk. So unfortunately, I'm still
Yeah. You'll be the first one to know though if there's a breakthrough.
I will be the first one to let you guys know.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. You'll be the first one to let us know. So when that comes
Yeah,
up, I'll be looking for you for another episode on Double
for
Digit
sure.
Angler podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Great.
before we end this, let's go ahead and answer a few questions here.
Hmm. Sure.
Um Chancey says, is there any plans on making a battery for a truck or a car?
So that's a good question. That's a totally different battery. So we do at this moment we do not have any plan, or we don't have the capability to make a battery for car or for truck. But we
Okay.
are planning. We are have planned to make the battery for golf cars. That's quite different from a passenger or sedan car. So, but that's a golf car, and it will also that will be a very interesting product. So you can, if you guys keep an eye, if you guys have golf cars, keep an eye on that. In probably one month or two, we will announce a very unique designed lithium
Awesome.
battery for golf cars.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Let's move on to Ryan Murphy. He says, if we do have a lithium fire, what is the proper way to put it out?
Ooh, that's a tough question. So do not use water to do that. It will not help. Probably if you can find a bag of sand, use a sand to cover it.
Mhm.
So
Hold on just a minute, guys. We're having technical
that can catch fire.
difficulties. Okay,
But
could
yeah,
you
we
say
have
that
to keep
again one
track.
more time?
But
We're
if it's a small,
interrupted.
okay, yeah. So I really cannot imagine a a 12 volts LFP battery to catch on fire. If that
Mhm.
happens, geez, so don't get close to it. Don't try to use water to put it out. It will not work. And probably use a bag of sand to cover it. That's
Yeah,
the best
mud
way
or
to do
sand.
something like that. But
Yeah.
that's very unlikely. You don't have to prepare anything for that, to be honest with you.
Okay.
So even cell phone is much likely to catch a fire, cell phone battery. Or but nowadays we don't really hear anything, to be honest to you.
Yeah.
So don't worry about that. That's not a really perfect way to catch to put a lithium battery fire. That's why
Yeah.
it's
It's
it's really happening.
very it's we're not going to say it's impossible. It's very, very unlikely that'll happen.
No, very
Okay,
unlikely.
so
Yes.
we have Yak and Zach saying what up. What else do we have? Do you have an idea when the app will be developed for the Z Pro BMS so we can monitor the battery for our phones?
Yeah, that's my bad. So I have been working so hard on that, and I really want
Hmm.
to bring a really good, really well developed app to our customers. So probably will be in the late of February timeframe. So not too low far away, but still behind low. Yeah, later than I thought.
It'll be in time for the tournament season, at least.
Yeah, hope.
Well, for
Yeah.
tournaments that start in
Hmm.
March and on. So
Yeah.
be on the lookout for that. We'll definitely have you on the podcast again once we get that app going.
Hmm.
Next question. Can you use a solar panel while the battery is discharging?
Yes. Yes. The battery can be charged and discharged in the same time. No problem.
Okay, cool. Let me see. If using a heated humidifier in high pressure settings, CPAP machines can require as much as 70 to 100 watts for operation. Huh. Okay. So
Hmm.
some. Oh, what do you think if you're pulling 100 watts out? How long would a
Then
100 amp hour?
that's 12 hours.
12 hours.
12
Okay.
hours continuously. Yeah,
Okay.
for full charge the 12 volts 100 amp hour battery. That's it. But averagely it says so. David said average is 30 to 60 watt. So my guess for 50 watt is in that range. So
Okay.
that's my yeah.
Nice. Let's see if we have any more questions. I thought it was my dog barking. Haha. Ryan commented. What do you think?
Yeah.
Chancey says, "What do you think about sodium ion?"
Yeah, sodium ion. So chance you really knows lithium or battery. That's great. So
Mm,
sodium ion is not a new. It's been quite a while, and is there are it has potential, but because of the super low energy density of sodium ion battery, it will be only used for the big system like we call it the stationary energy storage like for the grid huge ones. The main
oh,
thing for
okay.
the sodium is a low cost. So that's why if you have a huge system, sodium will be a great fit. But
Hmm.
you cannot use that in your cell phone, your what a small, any portable one. Sodium is not a good fit. So if sodium ion battery become a reality to the market, that will be great. But we cannot. There's no this is it's difficult to use that in
A
in a
kayak.
portable, in kayak or in any portable applications. So
So you were saying, let's say if I'm working on a construction site for the Freeze Art Show in
mm,
Santa Monica, and they have generators there for contractors to kind of build up this massive tent. right? And
Mm-hmm.
they need
Yeah.
power for the temporary RVs out there for all those
Yeah.
construction workers. Would
Mm-hmm.
sodium ion would be a better fit for that?
It Yeah, in theory, yes. In theory, yes. But still, it will be probably will be 3 to 5 years out. It's not there
Okay,
yet. But
technology's
people
not
are
there yet.
working really hard to to have sodium ion battery worked for that kind of system. But it will be for huge system.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
Hmm.
Thanks, Michael. Great question, Chansey. David Sanchez says, "What about a multi-switcher power system to work with lithium batteries, maybe to improve on what Yak Power has started?" So, are we going to be? Is Zpro going to be developing anything like that? A
At
control
this moment,
system?
we do not have
Okay.
this plan because we are not good. I don't have this. Yeah, but if you guys have any good ideas, so we probably can start doing something with you. But I think Yak Power has a great product for that. I'm not sure. Maybe that's good enough.
Yep.
But we have no plan. So unless we really have a lot of demand to for that.
Right.
Mm.
Final question from Zach.
Mm.
He's asking how can an angler become a brand ambassador or pro staff for Zpro?
Ask Dominic. So he he knows the process. Yeah. So yeah, of course you can reach out to Dominic, and he will definitely help to hook you up
Yeah.
with us. And also, but David Melton is the one who helped me,
Hmm.
help us as company for that. You can reach out to them, or you can go to our website. There's a page for pro staff application, and
Yep.
yeah,
Right there
yep,
we have it. We
that's
have
it. Yeah.
David Milton
Mhm.
application on Zpro's website. Just feel free to reach out to David Milton himself, and he'll uh, he'll try to get you in as as a pro staff or brand ambassador.
Yeah.
Thank you, Michael, for joining episode 9 of Double Digit Angler podcast, and thanks for the sponsorship, man. It's been amazing.
Thank you,
Z
David.
Pro is very supportive, and the family is like very tight niche. We like to keep our we like to kind of answer any questions that our team has for each other, and we support each other. Like I could say, like Jennifer Muse, she was awesome. She was super friendly. I met her
Yeah.
over the KBF National Championship, and she was taking photos for everyone. So like everybody from Z Pro, super friendly. I could say that I know people across the country because of Z Pro. We kind of like have this tight niche family, super friendly, and basically we could just develop more friendships between the Z Pro family as well.
Yeah, that we so that's something I feel really you know gratitude. I feel really proud of this thing we are building. And for me, I will do my best to support the community, and
Mhm.
and to give back. And we will need a lot of help in terms of we are still young, we're still new, and I'm not in the game, right? And so
Mhm.
the more help you can offer, the faster we can grow, and then the more we can feed back. So David is
Definitely.
helping. Yeah, we have so many people helping us. We really appreciate it. But sometimes we have limited resource to
Right.
do whatever we like to do. So if you anyone asking for any help we cannot fulfill, I hope you can understand, and I hope you can still get your support. But we are definitely do our best. Anyone work with us, they know that we are doing our best to support whoever we can. And but so I think I have very long vision and high expectation for this brand, for this
Mhm.
company, for this community. So let's keep working together, and let's keep growing this. This is a long journey. Let's work this journey together.
Yeah, for sure. I hope
Mhm.
one day we can create this annual event where all the Z Pro
This is my
athletes and
this
team
is
could
one of my
come
dream.
together.
This is one of
Yeah,
my dream. Let's do a one West, one East, one North conferences. All this that would be great for
that'd be
to have.
cool. That would be awesome.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Well, thanks a lot, Michael. I
Thank you.
appreciate it. And thanks for everybody tuning in again. Feel free to give a rating for my podcast show on Spotify or iTunes, not iTunes, Apple Podcasts. And then if you guys are interested in Zpro Lithium, be sure to visit www.zprolithium.com. And if you have any questions, ask David Milton or I. We'll be sure to help you guys out.
Cool.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Later.
Have a good night.